Well, hello, Steps community and everybody in Facebook land. So, at Steps and a community meeting, we were talking about mental health and headspace and where everybody is right now with how chaotic and depressing the world is sometimes. So, we were talking about how important the human connection is and being connected to each other and knowing other people are going through the same things. So, we developed this Steps weekly check-in, and it's all about noticing positive things and talking about positive things to help improve our moods and headspace and what we're feeling. So, I'm going to post the sheet in the comments and you can print it off, and we're going to try and do this once a week. If there's a day that you think is better or a time you think is better, I picked right now because I got done with Zoom meetings, and Zoom meetings are super fun. At least I get to see people, but staring at a screen all day doesn't feel particularly great all the time either. So I'm getting ready to cook dinner, so I figured now was as good a time as any. So on the sheet, it has a spot, and it's backwards. I know it's backwards, sorry. A spot to put the week. And then there's 5 boxes. And so the first box is one thing that makes you happy or makes me happy. And you can change it every week. You can have the same thing every week. It's just something to remind you of what causes happiness in your life. And this week right now, it is the nice weather and being able to be outside and be in the sun and not feeling closed in the house. So that's making me happy this week. Number 2 is 2 ways to be healthier. So I know being inside and eating comfort food and snacking all day and all those things are not particularly healthy for me. So my goals this week is to continue to get my steps in every day and track them. So I try and get 10,000 steps in every day, and sometimes that's not so easy. And to drink the proper amount of water. So you are supposed to drink half your body weight in ounces every day. And for some of us, that's a lot of water. And so I'm going to do those 2 things. There is, if you want to be healthier, there is a Steps community local challenge group that has started on Facebook, and we're doing different challenges every 10 days. The first one was to get in our water, and the second one was our steps. Right now it's healthy recipes. If you'd like to join into that challenge group, just drop a message in here and I can add you. There's also going to be an article about the challenge group in the Steps Weekly newsletter that goes out. And if you don't get the weekly newsletter and you want to, just drop me your email and I will add you to that list. So then the number 3 thing, as we were talking about in the beginning of this video, is connecting to people can be not so easy right now. And people, if you're out and about and people are wearing masks and being safe, and it's not the same. But number 3 is 3 people that I want to check on this week. It can be your best friend that you keep a running text on every day. It can be your second cousin that you haven't talked to in months and you feel like reaching out to them. It can be someone you know in the community that lives alone and you don't know if anybody's checking on them. So you can reach out and they might really appreciate it. It might make you feel better, too. So that's the number 3 one. And number 4 is 4 things that I need to get done this week. You know what? Those 4 things can be anything you want. They can be taking a shower 3 times this week if that's your impossible task right now. It can be cleaning out the closets that you haven't touched in a year. It can be a monumental task. It can be something huge. It can be something small as finishing a book you started 6 weeks ago. So 4 things to accomplish, and then the last thing on the sheet is something that you are looking forward to. And I think right now, I know at least for me, it's really important to have things coming up that you're excited about, or things that you're looking forward to and positive. And for this week, what I'm looking forward to is my oldest daughter runs cross country, and she's not doing that right now because she's doing virtual school. And she likes to run and play basketball, and she needed to run. So she and I started running. We found an app, a Couch to 5K app, and there is a whole Run Disney community. Like, you can go run 5Ks in Disney World before the park opens. So I told her if we start training for a 5K, maybe we can go to Disney World and run a 5K. I mean, you might as well dream big, right? So I am looking forward to my 3 runs this week with her. I think that those are good. And we both get outside, and I may feel like I'm dying halfway through it, but I still do it. In fact, we just did our run today, and it was running for 2 minutes and then walking for 2 minutes. And sometimes those 2 minutes ended exactly the right time. But we were outside, we're in the fresh air, we're doing something positive, and I don't know what chemicals running releases, but I feel much calmer after it. So if anybody watching has any comments, they can always add them. If you want to tune in when we do this during the week, just to talk to me, you can, or whatever you feel like doing. So I'm going to put the sheet in the comments, and you can print it off. And I think actually in just a little while, Claire is going to go live and read her book, How to Get a Girlfriend, which is really funny. We were going to do it last week, but it just got away from us. So I think Claire will be on in a little bit to read a book. And you can join our community connection, where we cook healthy recipes on Tuesdays at 2. And Monday I will post what day next week we will do our check-in and chat. So if you want to join then, or you can always send us messages and we can get back to you. If you have an idea on how to reach out to check on people in the community other than Facebook videos and flyers or things that we're already doing, we would be really happy to take your suggestions. So you can send them to either the email. My email is Kristin, Kristin.Perry, Parry, at s2aynetwork.org, and you can send any suggestions or comments, or just say hi in my email, whatever you feel like doing. So I am going to go make dinner and let the dog that's whining out. And I hope you all have a good night and a good day and a good week. And I will talk to you all later.